As a Christian, it's essential to approach the topic of global warming with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing that the issue has been hijacked by a radical agenda that seeks to undermine biblical values and promote a secular worldview. The fake global warming agenda, driven by ideological and financial interests, has led to a distorted narrative that exaggerates the threat of climate change and ignores the complexities of the issue. Christians can fight back against this agenda by first educating themselves on the science and politics surrounding global warming. It's crucial to distinguish between the legitimate concerns about environmental stewardship and the alarmist rhetoric that dominates the public discourse. By studying the Bible, Christians can understand that God has entrusted humanity with the responsibility to care for the earth, but this stewardship must be balanced with the need for economic development, energy security, and human flourishing. One way Christians can push back against the fake global warming agenda is by promoting a more balanced and nuanced discussion about the issue. This involves acknowledging the complexity of climate science, recognizing the uncertainties and limitations of current research, and highlighting the need for a more measured and pragmatic approach to addressing environmental concerns. By engaging in respectful and informed dialogue, Christians can help to create a more constructive and solution-oriented conversation about climate change, one that prioritizes human well-being, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. Another approach is to support organizations and initiatives that promote biblical values and a more balanced approach to environmentalism. For example, the Commonwealth Alliance for the Stewardship of Creation is a Christian organization that advocates for a more nuanced and scientifically informed approach to environmental policy, recognizing the importance of economic development, energy access, and human flourishing in addressing environmental concerns. By supporting such organizations, Christians can help to promote a more biblical and balanced perspective on environmental issues, one that prioritizes human dignity, economic freedom, and environmental stewardship. Christians can also fight back against the fake global warming agenda by promoting policies and practices that prioritize energy security, economic development, and human well-being. This involves advocating for a more diversified and reliable energy mix, one that includes fossil fuels, nuclear power, and renewable energy sources. By promoting energy independence and security, Christians can help to ensure that the poorest and most vulnerable members of society have access to affordable and reliable energy, which is essential for human flourishing and economic development. Furthermore, Christians can challenge the radical ideology that underlies the fake global warming agenda, an ideology that seeks to promote a secular and anti-human worldview. This involves recognizing the ways in which the climate change narrative has been co-opted by radical environmentalists, socialists, and secular humanists who seek to use the issue as a pretext for imposing their ideology on society. By exposing the ideological motivations behind the fake global warming agenda, Christians can help to reveal the underlying worldview that drives this movement, a worldview that is often at odds with biblical values and principles. Finally, Christians can fight back against the fake global warming agenda by promoting a more hopeful and optimistic vision of the future, one that is grounded in biblical values and principles. This involves recognizing that humanity has the capacity to adapt and innovate in response to environmental challenges, and that the future is full of possibilities and opportunities for human flourishing. By promoting a more positive and hopeful narrative about the future, Christians can help to counter the doom and gloom rhetoric that dominates the climate change debate, and inspire a new generation of leaders and citizens to work towards a more sustainable, prosperous, and God-honoring future.